because SOGI is very dangerous. SOGI is stands for sexual orientation and gender identity. And this is that whole theory where there's no such thing as a man and a woman, and gender is a spectrum, and there's really 76 genders, and you should be able to choose your pronouns. And they start asking little children as young as 6 years old if they're non-binary. And they start doing little things in the classroom where they make the children choose their pronouns and wear it on their chest. And they do other little things where they have the kids choose their gender or even choose a different species that they want to pretend to be. And while they're doing all this to your children behind your back, they quietly introduce new school board policies, including in the Catholic school boards in Ontario, where if a teacher or the school notices that your child wants to have a different pronoun or a different gender, because they've been teaching them to do exactly that, well, not only will they not ask the parent's permission, they will not even inform the parent. So they will groom your child to believe that it's really a girl or really a cat, and they'll start calling them by their preferred pronoun, and you won't know about it until 6 months later when your kid comes home and finally tells you. And then if you don't affirm your child's new gender identity, you're going to be dealing with CPS. This is just another way to try to weaken the family. This is just another way to insert the state in between the parents and their children. And it's just another way to actually traumatize and subvert children. I'm not against LGBT. I am not against trans people at all. You guys want to have drag queen events? Go and do it for 18 plus. It's that simple. Children should not be sexualized. Children should not be told of their 76 genders. Children should not be told they're non-binary or born in the wrong body. This is ridiculous. And there's adult trans people who will say the same thing. Mm-hmm. They'll come out and say, I'm a man who happens to be gay, and I like to wear dresses, high heels, and makeup. I was not born in the wrong body. This is who I am. So not only are you attacking children now, and you're really perverting their minds, you're also denying the identity of these trans people. You're telling them that there's something wrong with them and they were in the wrong body. You know how offensive that is? Like, how about you just let them be who they want? How about you let children grow up, and by the time they hit puberty and by the time they have their own self-exploration, they can decide who they want to be. I fully support any adult's decision, unless they're having sex with children or animals, to do whatever the hell they want. But when it comes to children, children need to be children. Children need to have the parents as their primary caregiver and primary influence in their life. That is the most important aspect that I'm trying to get through to people. And this SOGI thing, they don't even call it sex education. You know what they call it in the curriculum? Mm-hmm. So the parents have no idea. Language arts and physical education.
So gym and English is now SOGI.
That's right. And I would like to put this out there too. So if people watch this and they do have any questions, I would love to do a follow-up with you of just question and answer.
Perfect.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of questions, not just about me, but more about my administration, because we touched on it, but there's a lot of stuff that I know people are going to want to ask. And the more questions I get, the more on the pulse of Toronto I will be.